Welcome back to another video by CEO.CA. Thank you for tuning in. Today, as you can see, we're seated with Luke Alexander of Newcore Gold, a company that's had a ton of news flow recently. But before we get there, can you give us a brief introduction of the company?
Yeah, so Newcore Gold, we're listed on the TSX. We trade on the OTC as well. We're advancing the Enchi project in Ghana. It's a district scale exploration project that's fundamentally underpinned by very robust economics that we outlined within a PEA that we put out in 2024. We're now taking it from a PEA to a PFS, and we think that's going to create a lot of value for shareholders as the market re-rates the company to reflect a more de-risked project. So district scale exploration fundamentally underpinned by a PEA with a management team with a proven track record of making shareholders money, as well as we're very well backed by the capital markets, 55% institutionally owned, as well as a lot of support from the investment banking community and active research coverage.
Now, some news flow that I want to dig into right away is additional drill results, right, out of the project, and you're expanding the size of the drill program as well. Let's first talk about the drill results, and then what the upsized program means and what you're aiming to do at this point.
Yeah, so if you look at the news flow that we've put out recently, if you go back to Q3 of 2024, we announced a 10,000 meter drill program that was focused and is focused on resource conversion as well as resource expansion. We've put out a lot of drill results since announcing that 10,000 meter drill program, including some of our best results ever. In December last year, we put out a intercept that was actually our highest grade meter intercept ever, 200 grams over a meter. Within that same press release, we put out 3.4 grams over 28 meters, which again, very good results for some of the drilling that we've been doing. As part of the completed financing, we did go and announce last week that we have expanded that drill program from 10,000 to 35,000 meters. And a big portion of that drilling will be focused on resource expansion. So, we've had lots of drill results over the last few months. We're very pleased with those drill results. They've been converting ounces ahead of what our expectations were. We've made some very nice discoveries as part of those drill results. And now we're excited to obviously have expanded that drill program to 35,000 meters.
So you mentioned the financing, 15 million up from 12 million. Can you provide some detail about the financing, more detail rather, and also your share ownership as well?
Yeah, so we went out to raise $12 million. That was really on the back of a couple of big long-only institutional investors who we've been meeting with over the last few years, who've expressed a significant interest in the company. So we used that interest to launch a $12 million financing. We were very quickly oversubscribed, and instead of cutting shareholders back, we decided to expand that financing to 15 million, and that was then well supported by a number of our existing institutional shareholders, as well as some new ones who came in alongside these two major long-only investors. In terms of the financing itself, it took our institutional ownership from 45% to 55%. And I think it's also important to highlight that management and board, we own 15% of Newcore. So we're truly aligned with shareholders. We've been investing along shareholders because we see the tremendous upside that there is in the project.
Well, Newcore is among a few companies that we see here today that were awarded the Top 50 TSX Venture Award. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, that's a real compliment for us as a company to, and it's a recognition of a lot of hard work that's been done. Obviously, the markets over the last few years haven't been that easy for exploration development stage companies. But through that period, with the support of our major institutional investors and our ability to raise money in difficult markets as well as in buoyant markets, it allowed us to continue to work on the project through that period. And then obviously obviously in 2024 that culminated in us releasing a PEA, which was a major catalyst for the company. And that led to obviously some significant share performance in 2024 and us ending up as part of the TSX Venture 50. We're looking to replicate that again this year. We've got a lot of work that we've got planned, drill results, and we hope to be on that list again in 2026.
Now, to close us off, what can our viewers, investors, watch out for in the next few months?
So as we've discussed a little bit, we did increase our drill program from 10 to 35,000 meters. So we can expect, or investors can expect a lot of drill results through the end of this year. So we'll be drilling well into Q3, and we typically put batches of results together as we get them back, and then we release those to the market. Beyond the drilling that we're doing, we're also doing hydrological work, geotech work, met work, some additional environmental baseline type work. So all of that work then culminates in us commissioning the PFS, which we'll look to get out in the first half of next year. So we will get some of that news flow out to the market as we get those various elements completed as well. But the big one will be drilling. And again, that's something we're extremely excited about, given all of the success that we've had. I mean, if you look at Newcore in the last 5 years, we've drilled 110,000 meters on the project. We've put out 2 PEAs, a couple of resource updates. So there's been a lot of work, and that work then culminates in really de-risking the targets that we're going to be going after with this additional drilling. So we're extremely excited to have the rigs turning and be able to get that out to the market.
Well, what's the support like in the community, first of all, and what kind of relationships do you have aligned with the government of Ghana to help continue seeing more growth and success for the company?
So we've built very good relationships with the government of Ghana. I wish people, and maybe some of your viewers were here this morning. We had a spotlight on Ghana event as part of the PDAC conference, and the Minister of Mines was there, as well as the CEO of the Minerals Commission. And they really highlighted, and I think the key message is that Ghana is open for business. If you look at Ghana as a whole, it is Africa's largest gold producer. It's the 6th largest gold producer globally, just behind Canada and the US. It's very important for the economy. It's important for taxes, important for jobs. And if you look at it, Ghana has 4 of the top 10 largest gold producers on the planet. You've got Newmont, Goldfields, Anglo, and we've got Zijin, who's now coming into the country, paying $1 billion to buy Newmont's non-core asset, the Akim asset. So having that kind of presence and production in country, I think really speaks to what a great jurisdiction it is. And we've had a lot of good meetings at this conference and are in regular dialogue with the government. And they're very keen to see our project in production, because they recognize the benefit that it will have for the government as well as for the local communities that we operate in. So great support, and we're very fortunate to have been able to amass such a large land package when we did.
Well, congratulations on all of the success so far. We'll have to keep watching.
Yeah.
For our viewers, make sure to go on to CEO.CA, search the ticker symbol. We'll make sure to include it below to learn more about the company. Thanks for watching.